Shanxi province in China has been hit by heavy rainfall for several consecutive days, causing widespread destruction across the region. The once peaceful valleys have been swallowed by floods, rivers have surged, and mudslides have become frequent. Roads, bridges, and villages have been severely damaged, with many areas isolated. Rescue teams are struggling to navigate through collapsed and mud-covered areas to reach the hardest-hit zones. The entire transportation network in the province has nearly collapsed. Several highways have been cut off due to landslides, and bridges have been washed away or severely deformed. Rural roads have been heavily damaged, obstructing rescue vehicles. Engineering teams are continuously clearing landslides and repairing major traffic routes. Low-lying areas have been hit hardest. Floodwaters have submerged residential and commercial districts, with one-story buildings completely inundated. Schools, clinics, and shops have suffered extensive damage. Residents are working to clear mud and restore basic living conditions. Temporary shelters are overcrowded, with thousands relying on emergency supplies provided by the government and volunteer organizations. Post-disaster efforts are shifting from flood prevention to survival and sanitation. Teams are working around the clock to pump out water, clear drainage systems, and disinfect contaminated water sources. Health departments are working to prevent secondary disasters from occurring. The rural areas have also been severely affected. Floods have destroyed large areas of farmland, with rice and corn washed away and fertile soil eroded. Farmers are facing a significant risk of reduced yields. The government has dispatched agricultural teams to provide seeds, fertilizers, and machinery, but a full recovery is expected to take months. Several reservoirs are under pressure due to high water levels. In order to reduce the risk of dam failure, controlled water releases have been implemented. Flood control teams are working overnight to patrol and reinforce embankments in preparation for new rounds of heavy rainfall. Electricity and communication systems have been widely disrupted. Substations have been submerged, and power poles have collapsed, leaving many areas without electricity. Hospitals and shelters are relying on emergency generators to stay operational. Communication lines are damaged, fiber optic cables have been severed, and mobile signal coverage is unstable, severely affecting rescue coordination. The government has launched a multi-level emergency response. Heavy machinery and emergency vehicles are being dispatched from neighboring provinces. Rescue teams are clearing roads, repairing infrastructure, and conducting damage assessments by region. Emergency funds have been quickly allocated, but the scale of the damage still far exceeds current resources. The Agricultural Department has warned that if farming cannot be resumed promptly, the fall harvest could be a total failure. Local cooperatives are working hard to prepare the land and plant crops, hoping to salvage what's left of the agricultural output. The flood disaster has caused widespread devastation in Shanxi. Roads, bridges, homes, and farmland have been destroyed, but rescue and reconstruction efforts continue. In the disaster areas, residents are helping each other, sharing food and tools. Rescue teams and volunteers are working around the clock. Experts say full recovery may take years.
Thanks for.
This disaster is not just a natural crisis, it's also a reminder that in an era of frequent extreme weather events, disaster preparedness and prevention are more important than ever. Report by Disaster Scope. Some visuals are for illustrative purposes only and may not correspond to actual events. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more disaster and climate reports.